Sagittarius, welcome to your Astroflower reading for the week going from the 14th through to the 20th of August. It's the pinnacle of your summer. Things should be it should be a firework display basically for you. So, but I've got to say, hang on a second. This is week 3 of August. Now, if you've been following this channel, if you saw your monthly readings, week 2 and week 3, really weird energies coming through. Did the Lionsgate reading, very interesting reading for each sign. You'll see that on our channel. It's all about the small detail, but it's off the wall readings we're getting this week. Really off the wall readings, personal readings. It's all about you. So, you know, I just thought I'd warn you before we get into that. It's going to be interesting to see. I hope you have a lovely reading. Overall energies, Ace of Wands, out with the old and in with the new. Getting really passionate about life. This is very much like you. It's that sort of fire and air, because that wand is in the air and it's coming out of a cloud, and you have that fire at the top of you and the air at the base of you. You know, and that's the sort of energy that you have. It's fueling your passions through stimulation of the mind, and the overall energy here is going into overdrive. So be prepared for looks like a very explosive week for you. On your karmic message on your relationship side, let's just see what's going on. We've got the 7 of Wands, sorry, I do apologise. 7 of Wands. Yeah, sometimes it's all about defending your pathway. I don't think this is it. I think this is where you know, if you try and defend your position in life, I think this is where you're going to get complications. I would just sort of kind of say, blow it. No, I'm going off in this direction, you know, and everyone would be like, wow, you know what I mean? Sag. There's no stopping them. That sort of thing within the relationships. I think you should go after what you want, basically. You know, so if you've been thinking about a person, if you've been, you know, umming and ahhing, don't and ah, go for it. You know, I'd go for it, rather than having to defend yourself. Blimey, that frightened the life out of me. Did you see that dog there? Hello! That's a beautiful thing. Frightened the life out of me, though. Blimey. Yeah, so, yeah, don't defend it. Don't defend your position, live it, basically, live it. How's the universe influencing you? Moon. Did I tell you, did I say it was an off-the-wall reading? Yeah. I think the moon, following this pathway here is going to bring a lot of things to the surface that you may not have seen. And may not have seen within you, or may not have seen within the people that are around you, or even the universe that is actually around you. I think there's a really heavy emotional sort of thing that you need to walk through, like you know, like the parting of the Red Seas in the way, you know, walking through it and just heading down your path, and so it will stop you from feeling stuck in any form within your relationships, and will just like free you so beautifully. So yeah, I think the universe is encouraging you to do that, encouraging you to push against the resistance in a way. This is the past self, so you get the 9 of Swords. This is the past connection to the future, and this is what you're walking away from. And this could well have something to do with the resistance within you, or within the world around you. It's trying to stop you from being free in a way, and it's like your past is you shouldn't allow your past to imprison you going forward. And I think you need to free yourself up from that, liberate yourself from all of that sort of side of things. What's the future self sort of like bringing out for you? Let's just see what's going on there. See what the future self is bringing out for you. King of Wands, yeah, being that leader. This is what I'm saying about here, taking that path. That's that wand that they've got is that Ace of Wands there. And that king there is kind of so chuffed with his position, so insecure, so in his security, so he's feeling really secure about his future, that he's sat down with that wand. He's like taken his royal place. And I think this is where you should be heading. Definitely heading. It's a moment this week of cutting yourself free from any chains or restrictions from the past, basically, and manifesting your future, because that's what the Lionsgate was all about, if you haven't seen the Lionsgate reading. And then you get the 8 of Wands. Look at this beautiful progression, going from the 7 of Wands adding that Ace of Wands, you get to the Eight of Wands. Now this is all about communication. It's all about converting negative into positive. It's all about information as well. It's really good things all the way around. Absolutely beautiful. Outcome for you at the moment. I've got a lot of people turning up and I think they want to go swimming. Bless them. They can do, and I've nicked the table. So I might have to change my place of reading. I don't want to disturb too many people on their holidays and stuff like that. But yeah, converting the negative into positive, I think that's what it's all about for you. I think it's really important within your relationships, and just go for it. If you've been thinking about someone, go for it. Open up the communications. I think it's going to open up a beautiful scenario for you. On your financial side, let's just see what's going on there. Your karmic mission here is to realize the opportunities that you have gained or collective because of what you've been doing in your life. And there is a lot of different opportunities here. And your karmic message is almost to realize them. And then once you realize how many opportunities you get, it's a question of what do you do first, rather than trying to do everything at once. Because there's one person there and they're sitting there and they're guarding the cups in a way. And it could almost be like that you are offering out opportunities to people that are around you through your enthusiasm, through your joyous disposition, through your engagement. But he's also sitting there and he's sort of saying, which cup would you like first? Okay, you want that one? I'll give you that cup there. Bunk. Knock your socks out. And when you've knocked your socks out, come back, I'll give you another cup. It's an endless supply of gifts, basically. The universe gives you the King of Swords, which is really nice, goes through here beautifully, transpires into a real direction. The universe is giving you a clear pathway in front of you through judgment, through working out of what you've done in the past in order to what you can manifest for the future. And now the universe is clear how that can help you. And I think you should follow that. I think you should follow the coincidences, the intuition that is within you. It's going to bring very good things for you. How does the past connect to your future? You get the Page of Cups. I thought there was another page on there, there's not, but you get the Page of Cups here. So that willingness to believe in the magic of life, the willingness to open up the opportunity, concentrating on your heart's desires, basically. I think this is what's been leading you to this point now, where you've got these gifts in front of you. That's one of those cups. That's that cup I'm talking about that you're being handed. And now in that past, you've collected all these cups. It's now time to concentrate on one cup at a time. Take the most obvious cup to start with. That's the Seven of Cups is all about. Take the most obvious cup and follow the evident path for you going forward. Two of Cups. You've got the Page of Cups going to the Two of Cups here. This is a unification of yourself, unification of your desires of what you want. It also could be a unification of you and another person within the workspace. That's not for everybody, obviously, but it could be for some of you. But here I think it's more of a case of feeling at oneness with your higher being and your higher reason of living. And when you feel that way, then all of a sudden you can create that energy which allows manifestation to happen. You can fuel it. You can fuel that anticipation that is within you. And it does create a great opportunity basically for you. Let's see what the overall outcome is. A choice. Is it a difficult choice? It might well be a difficult choice, but I think it's tied to your success. Let's say you're getting a lot of success, and all of a sudden, you get offering of a job to go and work in a place which is, a long way from where you live at the moment. That's a difficult choice to make, but it's a good choice in a way. That's the sort of feeling I get out of it. It's almost like your success is putting you in a position where you have to be serious about what you're doing and where you're going, in a way, in a certain extent. And taking this choice will ultimately put you in a position of that. The King of Swords. So I think this brewing up of this beautiful energy that is within inside you, of the cup energy and your heart's desires, I think is breeding to this, it's building to this decision. And then you've got the Two of Cups there as well. And I think it could be in alignment with your inner being as well. that you've got no choice in the matter, really. That's another aspect of that Two of Swords. Okay? Now, we're going to be clarifying with the Light Seers card. Thank you very much for being here. I really do appreciate your support for this channel. Yeah, you can support us through loads of different ways in which you see fit on YouTube. Sort of like that's like subscribing, liking, sharing that. And if you do subscribe, don't forget to click that bell. And also sharing, commenting and sharing across all media platforms. That really, really helps us as well. And that's been much appreciated. There's loads of links in the description below. There's links to private readings and healing sessions with my good self. There's also an email because I'm going to be giving energy workshops in the UK in September, October, and in the United States in October and November. If you want to be part of this energy workshops where I can help people to understand and feel the universal vibration and how you connect to it and open that conversation to find out where you should be going, basically. It's always a mind-blowing, eye-opening weekend. Always is fantastic. I've done it with hundreds of people. It's absolutely brilliant. If you want to be part of that, just send us an email. Tell me where you are in the world, and I will send you an email back saying roughly where I'm doing energy workshops in your area. Okay, let's get on with the clarification here, Sagittarius. The Ace of Wands, you get the Six of Cups. I think you've been waiting a long time for this. And yeah, the journey has been fun. It's been joyous. It's been childlike at times. And yeah, it's also been complicated. And you get to it, you're getting to the point now where it's like success is on your doorstep. And it's just this last step to manifest what you wish out of life. A real opportunity for you this week here. With the Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands, I called it Seven of Swords last time, didn't I? Seven of Wands, you get the Hermit. And this is beautiful. This is what I'm saying. It's like following that path, taking that wand, taking that passion within you, engaging with the people that you really want to engage in, creating that relationship that you so want, is built out of knowing your shortcomings as much as your strengths. You know, your shadow side is your sunshine side. And through that, you don't have to worry about, you don't have to justify your place or your direction or your actions. You just need to go ahead and doing it. If you start having to justify it, that's where you're going to get this, you're going to get caught back in that. And don't bother. It's not worth it. And it's not worth it for the world either. The world is a better place when you don't engage in that. My world is better because you don't engage in that. That's really good. So I want you not to engage in that, please. You know, it would suit you so down to the ground. Let's just see what this moon's all about. Something that's unforeseen. I think the universe is actually bringing you a huge lesson here, a huge understanding of the unification of spirit and the physical world. Now, the Hierophant is like a priest aspect because they've learned a lot about spiritual practice in order to manifest the physical repercussions in the world around us. That's spiritual application. But there's also this physical application such as prayer, meditation. You physically do it. And that creates, it manifests the spiritual side of it. So it's a two-way, it goes both ways here. And it unifies a lot. And I think it's the universe here is bringing up a lot of things on the surface which makes you feel that, yeah, you don't know about. It's a real learning curve for you. And I think this learning curve has to do with this Nine of Swords. Let's see what that is. A whole new cycle. Walk away from it. Walk away from anything that's just repetitive. The moment you kind of get a sense of deja vu within your relationship, just walk away from it. Kind of going, oh, I've already been down this road. Already know it. Don't want it. Okay? And that's when you can start leading your pathway and heading off, which is the King of Wands. And that is with the King of Swords. And look at it. It says it had it opposite here. And this is that fire and air. It's unifying you. You're turning into this ultimate leader. As I said, if you look at the Astroflower, you've got, this is your fire at the top and you've got air at the base. This is the main card, fire. This is the secondary card, that air at your base. That's what it is. You know, and it's really unifying you in an absolutely blinding position. Sag, really, really good position for you to take. Absolutely, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving you. I'm loving you, Sag. It's really good. It's really good. You just do it. Just do it. The world will be so much better. Seriously, man. The world will be so much better when you just go ahead and do it. Yeah. The 8 of Wands, so turning negative into positive, the going on from the 7 of Wands. You know, and all these messages, communications, and opportunities, they come out of you. It's gonna. This is where this choice comes in, because now we've got 3 2s at the top here, and 3 different types of 2, and it does come from the Ace of Wands to the 2 of Wands, where you're going to be having to plan your future. You may even have to travel here. You may have to travel, and you may have to just let yourself go, and just sort of following where you should be going, what you should be doing, following your path. And it may need a bit of planning. It may need a bit of planning, but there is movement. Whatever it is, there's movement involved. And it may be falling in love with someone who lives far away from you. So you're going to have to move, you know, go and see them regularly. That means a lot of movement. It could be that sort of thing. Let's just see what goes in on the physical side. 10 of Cups to the 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. This is an amazingly beautiful progression. This is an amazingly beautiful progression. As I said, that Page of Cups is opening that doorway, that possibility to the future. It leads you onto the 2 of Cups here. The 9 of Cups is all these opportunities that you have that are on your karmic path. And once you grab that 1 cup, that's when you get to the 10 of Cups. Yeah, it's like the 7 of Wands to the Ace of Wands gets you to the 8 of Wands. You know, this is seeing the reality for what it is. That's what the pleasure is. That is what the happiness after difficulty is. The only reason we have difficulties is because we don't understand the situation. The moment we understand the situation, that's when we can find happiness. And I think this is what you're realizing within your career path. And it is what you've got to realize this week here. With the King of Swords, you get the Moon. So we've got the Moon over there, this side, and it's over this side. I think this is bringing up a lot of direction. It's almost like the universe is sort of saying, I'm going to decide for you, Sagittarius, and we're going to take you off on this path. That's why I think you should follow it. And it's going to allow you to really open up to your Page of Cups, open up to this brand new journey for you, you know, which opens up to, it comes out of socializing, connecting with other people. You know, now we've got the 1, 2, 3 of Cups here. This is a real progressional thing. And I think you know it is within you. There is no doubt about it. You know that it is within you. And it brings so many possibilities to you. So many possibilities. Absolutely beautiful. Let's just see what this 2 of Cups, this is in your future. You get the 5 of Wands. Yeah, this is also a learning curve. This is learning to be the best example of yourself. And I think once you do that, once you start combining yourself with your higher being, this is when you do reach for that flame. You reach for that ultimate goal of being the best example of yourself. And with these opportunities is going to bring in certain choices which may seem a little bit complicated about giving birth to a whole brand new you, basically. Let's just see what comes out of that there. Too difficult to get that card. Didn't want to come. This one does. 10 of Wands. So now you've got the 10 of Cups, 10 of and 10 of Wands. Yeah, you didn't get the other one. I thought it was another one. Yeah, 10 of Wands here. And I think this is where you've got to stop trying to cover all the bases for everybody else and really start covering the bases for you. And you've got to make this choice to go ahead and do it. You know, once you start looking after yourself, you're going to do really, really well. And start being the best example of yourself rather than being the example that you want everyone else to see that is within you. There you go, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for being here. Absolute pleasure. Yeah, don't forget about your Lionsgate reading and all of that. I will see you over there for that. Yes, in the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.